Well, good morning. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms, coming to you on what is a bit chilly, but otherwise going to be a beautiful Saturday morning in West Tennessee. You know, I don't really want to oversell it, but this should be a really action-packed one. We've got a lot of stuff to do, which is typical, but some fun stuff, some neat stuff, I think. But with all that said, we better get after it. Y'all give it a thumbs up first, but let's go. So horses and ponies all fed. You notice trailer is hooked up to the truck there. The wife and kids and my mother-in-law are headed to a pony show. They're leaving here in less than an hour. We're back to the softball grind next weekend after, I guess we're gonna have to have 2 weekends in a row off. But so I'm gonna take advantage of no softball tournament today, get some stuff done around here, because like I told you, we got a whole lot of stuff to do. They'll be back home this afternoon. Cows have been getting restless back there in that pasture. You can hear them kind of bawling. One even came up here. We were already planning on rotating them this morning, so we'll go on down there, call them, and open the gate. And here they all come. So they're always eager to change pastures. But we knew, like I said in the last video, there wasn't a whole lot of grass out there to begin with, but there were about, what, 10 or 15 of them that kept getting into that pasture. So we said, to heck with it, we'll just let you in there, let you graze it down, see for yourselves. But yeah, definitely a lot more grass back out here, so we'll do that. And ultimately, maybe by this afternoon, because there'll be some stragglers that'll have trouble making this move very hastily, we'll then move them on back to the next place on the neighbor's farm. Just because they've been out of that for several weeks now. Got a lot of weeds and stuff over on there we need to get clipped, but still awfully muddy. Having just quit raining, I think. It was still raining Thursday morning, so been just barely 48 hours at this point since it quit raining. Always some stragglers, so I say we'll leave the gate open here for just this morning. Then got a few of the calves that get over here into the corner rather than seeing the gate. Too, it doesn't help, there's a mud hole right there at the gate. We, I think I mentioned it in every video, about to redo that, putting that bigger pipe in there, fixing it where this water will drain properly. It's not a huge mud hole at every gate and everything else, but yeah. We don't have time to wait on the rest of them. We'll just leave the gate open. They can make their way over here whenever they make their way over here. And there's your sunrise shot for this video. So, pretty day. It's gonna be pretty. About 52 degrees, the phone said when I woke up. So like, woo! Don't mind it being in the 50s, but low 50s. A little cooler than it has been. All those calves over there. Not sure how to get through the gate, which again is why we're just gonna leave the gate open. Stop and feed these 8 boys first, and pleasantly surprised, had like 3 mornings in a row where only 4 of them were up here. Yesterday there were 5, so I was starting to get a little worried, but now we got all 8 of them today. One straggler up there. There he comes on in. Get on over and eat. And there's all these boys. 55 of them right here. There were 2 that got caught back up there in another pasture. Again, like I always complain, they can't figure out how to get back out of there. Easily they want to run straight down here. But anyway, the point is, we had all 8 of them at the other end, all 57 of them here. That's all 65. It's been a few days since I've had all of them laid eyes on at one time. So things are going very smoothly this morning, everything like it should. So that's when I'm just kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, when are we gonna hit our first big morning hiccup? Hopefully not with our next project, because it is the one that I've really been looking forward to doing today. So let's go check it out. Just made it back home, and something I'm really excited to show you, maybe one of the most exciting things, at least from my perspective, to show you on the channel here in just a second. But I should back up. This weekend is my anniversary, actually Monday, so the 30th. I will have officially been married to my beautiful bride for 13 years. So, as Archie watches, he said, "What are you talking about, man?" Her anniversary present And it's not exactly something she had asked for, but I don't know how in the world she couldn't be excited for it. But looky there. Got ourselves a hay baler. Got her a hay baler. So hopefully she might even be excited to help us run it. But yeah, it is not brand new. It is practically new though. We found a local gentleman that bought it not even a year ago, like middle of last summer. He had a lot of actually brand new hay equipment. He was outfitted, but then I guess for a variety of reasons decided to get out. It wasn't for him. So yeah, I would have loved to have bought even some of his other equipment. He had a brand, I mean, disc mower, rake, tedder, all of it had been used for like half a season. But we just got the baler. The other equipment was outside of our budget for no more hay than what we're going to be running. Just would not have wouldn't have made sense. But anyway, enough jibber jabber. We're gonna look at that a little more closely later on this afternoon. Right now I got to run over, help my brother do a few things. We'll see how well he's got them trained. Looks like pretty well. Thanks, Eddie. Over here at DR Farms, my brother's place. Gonna help him. I'm gonna swap ear tags because those 5 of ours that I put our tags in over here, we're not gonna end up taking them. He's gonna end up keeping those because we bought extras, whatever. So we're swapping some ear tags, and he's got one that I'd mentioned previously. Band is not on him properly. Oh, there's Sadie. We're about to get out. And so he is not castrated. He's still a bull. So we're gonna correct that, and then I think that may be about all he has to do that he needs our help with. Yep, step up. All right, just gotta take a tag out of his ear. And of course, we'll put that tag, reuse it, one of ours. Just need a new button going on the back of it. And then we can put one of his tags in. See what we got going on with this one. Just think the band was too loose, just didn't clamp tight enough. So that's definitely a healthy scrotum. The band's not even on there.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, band just fell off. So I guess just like the one at my place, we either forgot to put a band on or it just something happened and it fell back off. So hold that tail out of your way. It's a nice clean tail for me to grab a hold of. Crimp her down. All right, I'll take care of that. So now we gotta have no circulation to that scrotum. Let's cut this tag out. And some of you who are really familiar with cattle tags may recognize we're using one brand of tags and a different brand tagger. That's my fault. I brought the wrong tagger with me. We normally all use the same brand, but with the old supply chain issues that are affecting seemingly everything, yes, the cattle tag industry has also been affected by that. So because we use multiple different brands of ear tags this spring, yeah, I made the mistake thinking that these were all flex tags, so I grabbed that tagger. I needed the Y-Tex. Wouldn't have wanted to have to do more than 4 or 5 like we did, like that, but we made it work. There we go. Pushed him on out. All right, done. The audience has been wanting Drew to have more FaceTime, I hear, so. Yeah. Dude, we have had some YouTube fans reach out and say specifically they want to see more of Drew. So there it is, Drew, a man of few words. But yeah, got that little project done. It kind of been just a little thing. I mean, just cutting some tags out, swapping them around. But let's see here. 46, 47, where's 48? Yeah, I was about to say, I knew I cut them all out. So, wasn't a big deal. We could have just handwritten some tags for ours, but we knew that we were going to need to take those out of his anyway. I just showed the viewers right before I came over here Kaylin's anniversary present.
What's that? The barn? Or in the arena?
No, the hay baler. You don't think she'll be impressed? No. I don't know. I'm not convinced that she's not gonna love it. So back home again. It's basically noon now. What I want to do is back the tractor out here, hook it up to the baler, or at least attempt to hook it up to the baler, see if everything will hook up. You know, there are some electronics, hydraulics, whatnot, to be sure everything is in working order as best we can tell without actually, of course, running any hay through it. You know, it's a little bit of the proverbial getting the cart before the horse, because we really don't need the baler till we have some hay mowed down and then raked up and ready to go. But again, want to be sure everything is going to work as best we can tell before we go to mowing down a bunch of hay. So we'll see if we can get that accomplished. Okay, so we're hooked up, hydraulics, all the wiring for the electronics, the monitor, all that sort of thing, PTO shaft. So let's see, I don't know. And we're gonna have to, we'll kind of have it probably redneck engineered as we do so many things, as far as how we're gonna keep that monitor up there until we get some type of mounting system, but here we go. There we go, we got power. It's giving us a gate open alarm. The gate is clearly closed. We can, there we go. So, I believe that's 440 rolls this thing has rolled. So, yeah, for practical purposes, this thing is nearly new. Got the gate open, now closed, but it's still alarming us that it's open. Don't know why that is. We'll have to figure that out, but pretty well satisfied with this setup. We're gonna move on to the disc mower. Okay, so we got that gate open alarm corrected. I think I just need a little adjustment over here. I may research that a little more over these next few days before we actually use it. It's like that little sensor there, and it's just probably adjust that to where it engages that sensor. It's not perfectly aligned where it's telling it before it's actually done. So I think we're going to unhook from this thing and then see what we can accomplish with that mower now. It appears we've got everything in working order. Grease the mower, check gearboxes, check the bar, make sure there's plenty of oil in it. And everything seems to be hooked up appropriately. I guess we will find out for certain here very soon. Thankfully, we're just gonna be like not even a half mile from the house, so if we have any trouble, we're not far away. But let's see if we can get some hay cut. All right, we're mowing. Get out, check our height here in just a minute, make sure everything looks like it's doing as it should, but so far so good. We're rolling along pretty well. Got one first little field cut. It's kind of a patchy field, kind of all continuous. It's probably the last one cut today. One, run a lot of fuel. Two, I am taking my wife out for dinner for our anniversary tonight. Three, I just don't want to get an enormous amount of hay on the ground. The first time we're going to have that baler out, make sure everything goes well. But I don't know. I'm hoping I can get done with the rest of this patch. Kind of this field, most part of it there before I run out of fuel, because I definitely do not have time to stop, go get fuel, and then finish. Good idea. I know I need to wash the windows, so bear with the dust, but yeah, just laying it down. Hay is smoother grass than I had more experience with. But I don't know, in spots it is. We're hoping, again, without having run a tedder over it, we can still bale in 48 hours. If not, we'll let it lay as long as it needs to, basically. But plan on cutting some more tomorrow morning, which will be Sunday or tomorrow afternoon tonight. But we'll get up on Wednesday. A little chance of rain now on Wednesday afternoon. I hope if I push that rain back a little later today on Wednesday, we shouldn't have any trouble getting it all up. But we'll see. And another good morning to you. I tend to do that in these videos lately, filming over 2 days. But this morning, got these 8 boys here that don't yet have our tags in them caught. We're gonna run them through the chute, put our tags in them, have them properly identified. Maybe an eye or two that has a little pink eye or sore eye that we'll treat as well. Go on. There we go. Going down the alleyway. Going down the alleyway. Go on, somebody in the front, go. One at a time. Step on up there, boy. Hey man, hey man. Your eyes are fine. We're literally just swapping out a tag. There we go. Pop that tag off. Pop that tag in. See there? Nothing to it. That's all there was to it. This also one's got a bit of a bad eye. It actually, I think, is looking better. It doesn't look awful, but as a result of that, we're gonna go ahead and give him antibiotic. Got a bunch of manure on that side of his neck, so we'll come over here. Give that. All right, so he's tagged, so he is good to go. We got 3 more left to tag, and that'll be it. This steer here is kind of the one oddball of the group. See, his right ear there is all kinds of funky. He actually had a tag in each ear. The one over here, I don't know. You see where it was, the back of the tag was like all embedded. I guess that would be the easiest explanation. Was something went wrong whenever he was originally tagged. I don't know. But we got that tag out there. Did go ahead and give him a dose of an antibiotic. That eye also, as you can see by his face, eye actually looks fine, but it drains quite a bit. That right side of his face has been wet, you know, consistently ever since we got him. But so that's it. And you may be asking yourself, especially if you watch it regularly, you know how we normally do things. Well, why in the world would you run them through the chute like that and not go ahead and vaccinate them, deworm them, everything else? And simply because I bought these straight from an individual. They weren't raised by him, but he's a buyer. He buys a bunch of cattle. They had already been vaccinated, dewormed. Just a rock there, big rock. You know, had everything they needed, and so it wasn't any need for us to then go back and do that again. So a little quick stop on this end of the farm. Put these boys all up here. It's about 7:30, so a little later than normal. They're all over on the next ridge grazing. They're making their way up here. We did, I can't remember where I filmed in this one, what I hadn't, but we accounted for all 65 yesterday. So that was not something we do every day. We're not gonna be super anal about making sure we count all 57 of them on this end this morning, but because we're on a time crunch, we got things to do. And we all but ran that tractor out of fuel yesterday when we were mowing. So we're gonna get a little juice for her this morning, so we can finish that mowing. We did just get done with that one field we were in. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't sweating it, knowing if we'd get done. But we knew we could get some fuel today, and just wanted to go and get all that cut so it could be drying down. So getting her fueled up, well, it's pumping. Well, I'm not gonna go far because it doesn't have an automatic cutoff. Yeah, gonna get ready. Got all this mowed. You make it appreciate there, especially where we're out of the shade. Drying on down. I don't know if this hay will bale tomorrow. We'll just have to see. It's kind of my goal is by like early to mid-afternoon, see if we could go ahead and rake it, and then go ahead and roll it. What we're gonna cut today will probably be either Tuesday evening or maybe even on Wednesday. There's a little chance of rain on Wednesday, so may hope to try to get it up by Tuesday. But anyway, we'll see. But may just about wrap it up for this one. We gonna get back to mowing. I already showed you some of that footage. Definitely the next video should be us getting that baler out, and kind of fingers crossed that we can get it rolling and working without too many hiccups. But I'm sure we'll run into something. But anyway, we appreciate y'all watching. This video probably gonna drop on Memorial Day if I get it edited and uploaded. So I wanna wish everyone a happy Memorial Day weekend. Remember why we have the freedom to be out here farming, doing this, staring at a GoPro, talking to it, and then putting this out there where we have the freedom to consume this and any other form of media we really want to, because those who did, give that ultimate sacrifice. But anyway, we remind y'all, eat beef and God bless. Have a good one.